A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills.
Tonight we've got baseball from the banks of the Allegheny, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. It's the opener of this 3-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Two of the game's best bats slug it out. Back in just a moment. Trevor Williams will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. His previous history with Trevor Williams. He's got 8 hits in 33 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Hit hard to third. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Giro, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, this is going to be a fun lineup for me to watch. I get fired up watching these guys because they all have a plan. It works for them. They follow the scouting reports. They grind it out in the video room. I'm interested to see what they've come up with.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Steve Cook. Good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which sits 3rd best in the National League. From the stretch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the run will score as the Pirates are on the board first. It's 1-0. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. Into the box now, Marwin Gonzalez trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. 3-2 pitch. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Settling in now, Gregory Polanco. And the Pirates trying to make this first inning even more productive here. Waka delivering a 1-1. Fouled off. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Here now the 2-2. A breaking ball that time that he slaps the other way out into left center, and it falls for a base hit. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
At the plate, Steve Cook. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
Now here's the pitch. And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1. Chance here for the second baseman, Wong, in the dirt, and he can't quite dig it out.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Waka a check at first, and he'll get back in safely. There goes the runner. Strike taken to throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called, and boy, that zone just got a bit larger, 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Gregory Polanco.
Cook at second with 2 down. Hit out towards second. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game.
Digging in to try it again, Steve Cook, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Way out in front.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Popped him up. Coleman has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Leading off the inning, Tyler Coleman, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Sport. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just 1 lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. So digging in now, Steve Cook. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Steve Cook.
First pitch of the at-bat. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Number 10, Marwin Gonzalez.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll dive back in. In 2 count and the pitch. He's running. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. And they take a 7-5 lead.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. It's time to raise the Jolly Roger as the Pirate closer comes in to ice this one and picks up the save.
7-5 tonight's final. The Buccos jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Mitch Keller gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Kevin Segrist closes the door for the save, his 16th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
For St. Louis, 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base.
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. We've got baseball on the 4th of July between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Chad Kuhl, the Delaware-born hurler, gets the call to start here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Jed Jerko. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cardinals. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Stepping in, Steve Cook. Good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which sits third best in the National League. First pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And, fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
The 2-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Steve Cook.
Steve Cook.
Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now. Started that swing a bit too early. Line drive to center field. Pham is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They trail it 4-1. Ready for another chance, Steve Cook.
Third baseman, Steve Cook.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. (4-2) our score here as we play inning number 5. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up, you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
Count remains at 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Line towards center field. Pham is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, number 78.
Down the third baseline. Scooped up. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from MLB Network Saturday Baseball after this. John Brebbia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 60, John Brebbia.
Standing in, Steve Cook, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
He's set, and the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Sanchez is up with it. On to first, and a sigh of relief in that visitor's dugout as that's a big man to retire to start out the home eighth. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Colton Wong. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. 0-1, here's the pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Comes up with it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first. Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Cards led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Roger Ojeda wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Brett Cecil records the save, his 16th of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
For the Pirates, 2 runs.
Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, we're inside beautiful PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. 2 of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Tyson Ross, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Tyson Ross, a big drink of water. Big guy, about 6'7". Unorthodox kind of throwing delivery. Good slider, good sinking action on his fastball. You take a look at him. He doesn't have the greatest mechanics in the world, but I will say this. Sneaky fastball with late life. Good hard slider. His changeup has gotten better. And if he has command of that hard breaking ball, that hard slider, he could be awfully tough to hit.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
So coming to the plate, Marwin Gonzalez. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
Marwin Gonzalez.
Two down, runners at first and second. pulled toward right center field. O'Neill is after it. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Now at the plate, Steve Cook.
Third baseman, number 24, Steve Cook.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is in the air out to right. O'Neill is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Ready once again, Steve Cook. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Steve Cook.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and the runner will get back standing. First pitch on its way. Hit to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Pirates leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Ready now, Steve
Third
Cook.
baseman, number 24, Steve Cook.
First offering on its way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Two strike deliveries in the dirt. 1-2 now.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2. High and deep to right center. Pham sprinting after it. 2 down. Now at the plate, Steve Cook. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Steve Cook.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
2-2 the count. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
First baseman, number 10,
there he goes towards second. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Popped him up. Grover waits on it. And no problem with that one as we are headed for extra innings. 1 left for Pittsburgh. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Tyler Stevenson. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. A ball hit hard to the... But gloved by the third baseman for the out, but he gets back in time, safe at second base. So a big spot here, and stepping in, Steve Cook, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Here's the first pitch. A little bouncer, but it's foul, strike 1. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1 more. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 11 innings in the books now, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, I thought he did a real nice job on the mound, guys. He threw strikes and mixed his pitches really well, and in the end, his performance helped propel them to another victory.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today.